side, on that top side to close it out.
So far, Parish's defense playing their best football. So here we go. 2nd and 15. Snap is taken. Quarterback swings around. Goes right underneath. That's caught. And not much on that one. I believe that was Trip Brown, number 6.
Yeah, Brown with a good close on that, coming off a block, and then getting loose, reading that well on that edge.
If you're Parish defense right now and you have a 3rd and 10, this is your opportunity. Stop them right where they are. Here we go. As All Saints looks to throw, he has some room. Near side, still going. Going to run past the 50. Flags fly as he is down near the 45 in enemy territory.
Yeah, Beard's pass first. Doesn't really run. He can run, not that mobile. And again, you're also coming out of Alito where you have talent all over the field, and if you're the quarterback running for your life, that's not common practice.
Oh yeah, for sure. He had a lot of space on the near side, but
that whole line collapsed off the end came in and chopped that whole line down. Everybody came down, and that opened up that whole lower part of your offense up for him to go.
I believe there was a penalty flag on both sides of the ball, so that's going to cancel out, and we're back to 3rd and 10 here. Ball is snapped. Here we go, looking to throw. Beard going to go deep and overshot a little bit. Is there any penalties? There's not. Good job right there by Parish defense.
Yeah, Thornton in double, played aggressive through the ball. I was looking for a flag on it, but nice play from Kingston Thornton.
Yeah, he saw a lot of people throw their hands up expecting a penalty flag, not right there. So here we go, 4th and 10. They're going to kick that one away. Right around the 30. About the 28, 29 is where they're going to field it at. So here we go.
Yeah, Baird, that goes back to the athleticism of Baird. He's with that with that quick kick, you got to be mindful of that. You don't know if they're going to go for it or if he's going to drop that extra step and try and get the kick off. Kid, I think the transfer from Alito, they certainly want their quarterback back, but he was quite a player on the golf team, so they may be missing that too.
And it looks like number 11, Lucero, will be taking the snaps here now for Parish as they get ready for their opening drive of the season. Snap is taken right up the middle, and he's going to get swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Good job right there by All Saints defense.
Yeah, Hainish, had nowhere to go right off the handoff. And again, talent leaves, talent has to refill, and this Parish coaching staff, they will find the talent. They'll get these guys in the right place at the right time. That snap was not it, though.
Yeah, for sure. All Saints defense all over that one. See what Parish has drawn up here on 2nd and 13. Motions his man far side. Snap is taken. Rolls out far side. Still going. Now going to take off with his legs. Throws it just before he gets hit. That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, they were looking for Pyle right at the first down marker, and there was an assault down there that closed out the play, and Lucero just took off with his wheels and did what he could with it.
Kid does have some wheels on him, we could tell, but here we go. Parish set up with a 3rd and 13 on their opening drive. See if they can move the rock or if All Saints defense stands tall. Timeout is taken. Believe that was Novikov on the timeout for Parish.
Yeah, and giving an earful to the head linesman on this side. He was looking for something that should have been done, and forced his hand on a timeout. And I don't know that was an investment timeout for Parish, but certainly kept the clock from expiring.
For sure. Early timeout taken by Parish. They have a big 3rd and 13 coming up. So Parish defense come out, have a really good opening drive for their defense. All Saints come out, and they're looking to do the same thing. So here we go.
Early in the season, that's how you win games, is playing defense.
Yeah. Here we go, 3rd and 13 for Parish in their opening drive. Snap is taken. Lucero looks to throw. Going to slip past the man. Now going to take it himself. Gets taken down right around the 25.
Yeah, Lucero came up through that open and felt that space. Good recognition of that space to open up and just unable to beat those two big bodies to get in that first down territory.
Lucero does have a pair of wheels on him. Looked like it was about the second time on that drive alone he might have taken off with it, but good job by All Saints defense to swallow it up. So we are ready now for the punt. That one is off. Bounces around. Past the 30, still going. Mark it down at right about the 24-yard line. And that is where All Saints will start their second drive.
Had a little adult supervision on that.
Oh yeah.
Get that one extra roll.
Every yard they can get as Beard back to lead his offense. So here we go. Second drive of the game for All Saints. 1st and 10, snap is taken. Going to go right up the gun. And swallowed up right around the 29-yard line. Not a bad run right there.
No, it was a nice run. Good hole opened up. Good vision to come in there. Cut back to the inside. Get that extra couple of yards. But you got to wonder when they're going to start invoking this pass attack, because this is what Racer and Beard were built for.
Here we go. Second down, going to go through the same motions as they're up to about the 30. Call it maybe a yard right there. We're setting up 3rd down now. So this is where you were talking about, Jim. They got to air it out. Those kids' feet are wet. They got to air it out. Here we go. They're going to take the snap one more time up right around the 31, 32-yard line, and that will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, playing conservative is not what you came here to do, but obviously they're trying to find out what do we got to work with, what do we not have to work with, and the running game so far is Parish has been able to answer.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, their defense had a very good outing last time. Maybe they're trusting their defense a little bit here. But here we go. Beard to kick this one off. Punts it away. Dribbles past the 35-yard line. Rolls out of bounds at right about the 30, maybe the 29. So here we go. Second drive of the game now here for Parish. Last time they had a quick 3 and out, excuse me. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going here.
Yeah, there was certainly opportunity that showed itself, and that opportunity either takes fruition and materializes into gain, or it gets doubled down, and you got to find other opportunities.
So here we go, 1st and 10 here. Snap is taken. They're going to bounce around far side. They got a little bit of room here. bounces around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Hennish, great on the edge. There's a nice seal from that Parish line. Open up, and Hennish again using great vision, finding that extra reach to get within 2 or 3 there of first down.
Nice opening run for Parish as we look at 2nd and 2. Snap is taken, goes underneath to number 5, still going. Nice tackle right there by All Saints. Number 14, Ryan Powers with a nice tackle.
Yeah, and it looks to me that All Saints is going to work the edges. They're shutting down. They're applying pressure in the middle on the line. They're going to close that running game down in the middle. But they're not going to concede those edges. They're going to play hard outside of the hash marks.
So far, that plan has worked for them as we look for 3rd and 5 now here. 5 minutes remaining in your first quarter. Snap is taken. Going to run it right up the middle. He's got room. He's got space past the 50. Nice run right there, Marcus Hanish.
Yeah, Hanish, this is what we've seen out of his career here at Parish. He's very explosive, runs into contact, is very elusive. Makes that first little brush and then opens up outside. You got to wrap him up and bring him down, and that's easier said than done.
Absolutely. Bit of a misstep here for All Saints defense, but Parish is moving now as they are right at midfield. Here we go. Snap taken again. Fake the run, goes over to the side. Going to make a man miss. Steps out right around the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Pyle just doing what making what he could out of that. Not a whole lot of room to work. Ball was almost tipped off the throw. Not real crisp, but that's kind of the throw you had to do to get it to him out there in space, and he had 3 or 4 guys to beat. That's a tough haul.
Trying to make something out of nothing. He was able to get 5 out of that one. 3, set up for 2nd and 7. Ball a snap once more. Going to take it right up the middle. Here we go. Got room past the 30. Still going. Dropped right around the 31-yard line. Sticks will move once more. Phillips. Nice sneak right there.
Yeah, nice little gut up, but you're seeing speed in spurts from Parish that from guys that we haven't traditionally called, and the opportunities are coming up, and these guys are filling in and taking advantage.
Absolutely. Few good runs on this drive for Parish. Now in enemy territory here as the snap is taken. That's caught right around the 25-yard line. Number 8, Beckham Smith. Nice catch.
Yeah, Beckham Smith just on that edge, finding that space to go into, and knowing contact's coming, tucking that ball in, getting his yards.
We talked about it before the game started, Jim. A lot of these Parish kids, very long, lengthy guys, and we see it right there from Smith, using that reach to his advantage. Here we go. 2nd and 2 here for Parish. Ball is snapped. Going to give it right up the middle. Has a little bit of room. Going to get rolled up right around the 21-yard line. Give him about 2 or 3.
Yep, first down.
Nice.
Moving the markers.
And that's all you really need right there. That's not the play they needed to air it out. Just getting what they could, and it worked out well for them. 1st and 10, here we go. What a bounce-back drive for Parish after that quick 3-and-out on their opening drive. Coming back, getting creative. So here we go. Jonathan Phillips back under center once more for Parish. Ball is snapped. He is going to take it himself again. He's got room on the near side. Inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Phillips with a nice little move as he cleared the line of scrimmage, made a head fake, that opened up that extra space. That got him that 6 or 7 extra yards that he wanted.
Kid has speed on him. Looks like All Saints knew what they were going to do, still couldn't stop it. He gets a nice gain right there. So here we go, 14 yards away from the first touchdown for Parish this season. Here we go, 2nd and short. Phillips once again under center. Snap is taken. He's going to fake it. Right up the middle, inside the 10, still moving.
Yeah, Hainish, nice vision, comes up through. Nobody wrapping him up, and if they think they're going to throw him around like a rag doll, you got to wrap him up and bring him down. You're not going to throw him down. He's got excellent balance.
Yeah, absolutely. So now Parish, 5 yards away now from a touchdown. This has been a nice bounce-back drive from that first 3 and out. All Saints so far has had nothing for him in this drive. Once more, we're seeing Phillips under center. Snap is taken and going to give it off. Bounces near side, and that is a touchdown for Parish. Nice job right there by number 5, Marcus Hanish, getting into the end zone for the first time this season.
Yeah, Phillips holds that handoff just a little bit to get that in to commit, thinking he's going to pull it. Great read on that to turn it loose for Hanish to cut outside. Had one man to beat right at the 1, and just again, unless you're committed to go to the ground with him, you're not going to bring him down.
Yeah, absolutely. Kid has amazing balance. As we are ready for the PAT. Kick is good. So, with under 1 minute remaining in the first quarter, Parish gets themselves on the board for the first time this season with a 7-0 lead. Penalty flags do fly, however. See what this is on. So they are going to call the PAT good. So now we are officially at 7-0 here for Parish.
See if you can keep this momentum on a roll. And again, I think it falls to All Saints, to really come out and produce, and just haven't been able to.
Yeah, absolutely. Parish's defense has shown up so far in the first quarter. They can do it again. They're going to put their offense in a really good position. Parish to kick this one off once more. This one is up. Taken right around the end zone. They're going to take it out. Here we go. Around the 20. Gets swallowed up right around the 18, 19-yard line. What a kick right there from Gall.
Yeah, nice kick from Gall, and Lemon played into it. Should have let it go. Felt like he had a couple of confident runs there in the past, and just Parish playing contained, not letting him get loose, and brought him down. Nice field possession to start.
So here we go. 1st and 10 now for All Saints. First 2 drives did not go their way. Parish's defense has done their part. Let's see if All Saints can get rolling here. Snap is taken. Looking for the throw. Has it right around the 25-yard line. Still moving and gets dropped right there. Nice play once again by Parish's defense. Although he was able to get a few out of that, they swallowed him up very quickly.
Yeah, Taylor Pettit with a nice little stop on that. Just tackled the ankles, brought him down with a very short gain.
This Parish defense has come out to play so far. But here we are, set up 2nd down and 3. Here we go. Ball is snap, going to take it. Far side. Nice job right there by Parish's defense. Number 43, Benjamin Rich. Nice stop.
Yeah, Benjamin Rich, great vision. Came off the snap, head up the entire time, looking to get clear. Comes in and just closes it out right off the handoff.
Nice job right there by Parish's defense, and that's how our first quarter will end. Parish holds that nice 7-zip lead. Be back for the second. Still going. Hanish. And we are ready to roll here for the second quarter of play in Parish. Standouts from the first quarter, definitely Parish's defense. They did a really good job of stuffing up All Saints.
Well, and that's what they had to do. They got to keep All Saints off balance, but All Saints, they're not trying to throw it around. They're trying to win the ground game, and to me, that's not really how they're built. And you got to wonder when they're going to start throwing it.
Here we go. They might answer your wish as they go deep here. Overthrown. Easily intercepted right there by Parish. Number 0, Drew Burton, still moving on his feet. Upwards of the 20. Nice job right there.
Yeah, Burton coming off that back pedal. Great vision. Great smarts. Good intellect there to pull in, jump into that lane, see the ball's up, and then come in and pick that errant throw off.
You asked why they wouldn't throw it deep. That might have been your answer.
I might have answered my own question.
Great job right there by Parish's defense.
Yeah, if you're 5 yards over your primary, I'd be running the ball too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we can both agree on that one. As now Parish is set up with amazing field position here, right around 20-yard line in enemy territory. Here we go. Lucero to snap it right around the 15-yard line before he is taken down.
Beckham Smith with a nice little grab there on the edge. You know, drew the contact and held on to the ball, got what he could out of it.
Nice little 4-yard gain on that one. Setting us up for second down and in 6 as number 34, Connor Corwin, checks in. And Crucero will check out. So here we go. Phillips back under center again. He has had some nice fakes and few nice runs on the last drive. See what they draw up here for him. See, motions this man, takes the snap. Going to take it himself right up the middle. Moves past and dropped right around the 10-yard line.
Had that cut, backside pursuit got him, but that's textbook Wildcat, and that's what they're doing, and they're keeping All Saints off balance with it. They have to be cognizant of the pass, but you got to play run when he's in. And so far, the two-headed monster looks pretty good.
So far, Parish's two-headed monster is looking sharp as they set up first and goal here. Phillips to take the snap once more. This time he is going to hand it off. He's got room inside the 5-yard line. Hanish, another nice run. And you say he keeps his balance well. I think we've seen it on almost every single run he has, getting a few extra.
Again, Hanish back there, sticking back in the backfield, good vision, picking that outside, and great timing on the handoff to have that thing open up, getting his yards. And again, unless you're committed to you and a friend going to the turf with him, you're not going to bring him down.
So far, so good here for Parish. They look at 2nd and goal. Takes a snap right up the middle, and he's going to get it. Nice job right there by number 3, Jonathan Phillips. Parish 2-score lead now.
Yeah, and I mean, this is not typically what we see out of a Parish offense. We're used to seeing for the last 8 years, balls flinging it, flying around, and the ground game and misdirection, and that seems to be the order of the day. Success is success.
Success is success, as it has worked out here, as the extra point is good. Parish now holds a 14-point lead over All Saints. What a great start to the second quarter here for Parish. You come out early, throw their quarterback off center, get that early interception, set up your offense amazing inside of their own 20-yard line, and just keep running that two-headed monster until you work your way into the end zone.
Well, and aside from the kickoff, the opening kickoff, special teams has played pretty big role. They've got field possession on two of the kicks, and have done a great job, working all three facets of the game here early.
Absolutely. So far, so good for Parish. And you saw head coach Daniel Novikov. He was jumping up and down after that interception on the last drive. So here we go. Gall to kick it off once more to All Saints.
Well, Drew Burton was just back there kind of in no man's land and just walked into the lane. Did a great job of going to work once he got the ball tucked away.
Yeah, absolutely. So Gall to kick this one off. They are going to field it right around the 5. They're going to take it out once more. This time they do get past the 20, and he gets run through, dropped right around the 20, 21-yard line. That's another good kick by Gall. He's putting it inside the 10 and making these special team players feel like they got to field it out.
Yeah, Jackson McKinney, great on his lane, right beeline, right to the receiver, the return man, right, and picks him up. Good vision again, right in that lane, right through his sternum, puts him on the turf. Nice little stop.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. All Saints with another drive. Hoping to do better than their last one that ended in an interception here. Be interesting to see if they're going to try to fling it or, flags do begin to fly here as they are going to fling it out again. Big catch right there past the 50. Still working as he is dropped inside the 35-yard line. Penalty flags fly. I believe that was on the defense.
Yeah, it was every down lineman was across and
jumped that line.
They had a total free play to work with, and Baird very intelligently knows these guys got to back up. So once they back up to reset, there's no momentum, no push.
So here we go. Fields it out near side. Good tackle right there by Parish. That's number 6, Trip Brown, on a nice tackle.
Yeah, Hatton French tucks it in, and Parish is on him as soon as the reception's made, and just a little short gain.
So here we go, 2nd and 9. Already a better drive so far for All Saints. And once again, flags fly. And that, again, was Parish just jumping off sides early.
Well, and when you're seeing wholesale line movement, there's got to be something going on with the count. They're taking that hard count.
Parish's defense, which has held strong so far, having a bit of a rocky road in this quarter. So here we go, 2nd and 4 after the 5-yard penalty. Here we go, taking a moment, see what the coaches have to say. Beard does take the snap. Here we go. Looks to throw again. Going to roll right up the middle. Tries to take it with his legs. Nice job right there by Parish, getting him down right around the 25.
Yeah, Beard cleared the line and just got the hit right off the line. Got a little bit of gain.
And that was a gap right there that looked like he had some room to maneuver, but Parish quickly, good job right there, closing that gap. Not giving him any room here, and now we are set for 3rd and 3. So they had that really big play to start off the drive. Might come to a halt right here. Here we go, 3rd and 3. Right up the middle, good job right there by Parish defense, stopping him. Toller gets stopped. Nice bounce back few plays here for Parish after allowing that huge catch at the start of the drive. Get him to a 4 and 2. Looks like Parish wants to go for it here.
Yeah, Rich, nice little play to come back in and keep them within the first down and stop them. You know, they're in nowhere. They're in no man's land right here. They got to either go for it or take that short punt.
And they are going to go for it here as Beard is going to go underneath. That's a nice catch right there on the right side, still moving, and he's going to get in. Touchdown, All Saints.
The Saints touchdown scored by 11 for
Toller on the touchdown right there.
Yeah, Toller. That defense lost track of him. He came in on the block. Once he got released, got out on his route on that edge, untouched to the pylon.
Yeah, nice job of keeping his balance right there as he was close to the edge. But All Saints gets on the board for the first time tonight with 6.5 minutes and a little change to spare. As the kick is up and good. Parish still holds the lead 14-7 after a nice bounce back drive right there from All Saints.
37 seconds left in the first half. Our Panthers 14, Saints 7 for some reason.
So after the Saints had a really hard time first quarter with their offense, they come back out here, bounce off with a really nice pass play, and just kind of work their way down. Looks like Parish defense had them in the place they wanted them there on 4th and short, but nice job right there by All Saints, making it happen.
Yeah, that 4th and short, they had them where they wanted them, and just stopped that play, gave up that little length on that wing, and unfortunately ended up paying the price for it.
Back deep for our Panthers 2, Jalen Pyle, and 5, Marcus Hannish.
Here we go. All Saints 2 kick it off.
18 Quinlan, kicking to All Saints.
25 and Neal at the 26 right there by number 23. Taylor Pettick. Decent position.
And again, the Parish special teams do it. Delivering what they need. You want to be on the other side of that 25 to make it work out.
And they do just that as they will now start off on the 27-yard line. Lucero marching back out as quarterback for Parish. Snap is taken. Going to go right up the middle again. Has a little bit of room. Dropped right around the 30-yard line. Hanish with a nice little gain of 4 right there before he is dropped.
Credit 3 Mayer with the tackle. Gain of 4 yards. Second down, 6.
So here we go. 2nd and 6 now. Lucero, empty backfield, motions his man now. Snap is taken. Gonna roll out. And going to make something out of nothing here. Still moving past the 30 and gets tripped up right around the 35-yard line. Way to make something out of nothing right there by Lucero.
Yeah, Lucero, I mean, the snap led him into his run, and just he made what he could out of it.
So here we go, 3rd and short here. Looks like Phillips back under center. Snap is taken. He is going to throw this one right over the middle. Nice catch right there, past the 50. Still moving now. He's got space on the far side. Still moving. Inside the 20 before he is dropped. Nice play right there by Parish.
Yeah, Jalen Pyle with a nice route. Kind of got ate up on the backside pursuit, trying to be evasive to the tackler. And when you get in that open space, you got to know there's guys coming behind you. And he'll learn that. He knows it.
What a great play right there by Parish. So here we go. Inside of the enemy's 20-yard line. Lucero gets the sap. Looking to throw. He's going to have a lot of defenders in his face and just going to throw that one to the ground.
Yeah, Lucero, I mean, for a freshman, knows where he is, knows he's outside the tackles. He can dump it rather than taking the sack.
Yeah, smart play right there by the freshman. A few substitutions are made. Connor Corwin checks in now for Parish. And Lucero will check out as Phillips is now back under center.
Now, and Pyle with that nice gain 2 plays ago. I mean, that's the second pass of the day.
Oh, yeah. So here we go. Snap is taken. Phillips going to take it himself now up the middle. This time, All Saints does a better job of reading it. He is down right around 23-yard line.
Well, All Saints is playing the run, and they're closing up that interior. That's why that pass worked so well.
That time they do sniff it out. Excuse me, not the 23, the 17-yard line. And a 3rd and long coming up now for Parish as Lucero is back under center. 3 receivers on the far side. Takes a moment to see what Coach Novikov has to say. Snap is taken. They are going to run it. There's a lot more space than they anticipated. Moving inside the 10-yard line now.
Yeah, Hanish, if you're going to sit and wait on him to come to you, you're going to get run over, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
they set up on his lane, and he just took out the tackler.
So 4th and short right here. Good situation if you're Parish. Substitutions now made on both sides as Phillip is going to check back in under center now. So here we go. 4th and 1 right here. Big play for Parish. Phillips going to take it up the middle, and he's going to get swallowed up. All Saints defense swallows up Phillips behind the line of scrimmage, and they're not able to make that one work.
Yeah, that jumbo, it was effective last year, but it took a while to get that where you could count on it, rely on it, and obviously something they're going to go to again this year. And first time they tried it, and they'll get it working, but it did not work that time.
I think that was just a good play by All Saints. So here we go. All Saints inside their own at the 11-yard line now. 3.5 minutes to play here. Beard does take the snap. Looking for somewhere to go. Going to throw it deep, near side. That is caught. Every Parish player is saying that was not in bounds.
That was about 2 steps out of bounds.
Yeah, I think we were able to get a good view on that from where we're sitting, and I think he did have, I believe that left foot was out of bounds. So here we go, 2nd and 10 here. Snap is taken. Beard going to go near side again. That is caught right around the 11 or 12-yard line.
And again, Beard, you got to put pressure on him. He has a very quick release. He's picking his spots. He knows where he's going, but you got to cut him off, and you got to disrupt his timing.
So here we go. 3rd and 5 now. All Saints would love to get some points on the board here before half. Let's see what happens. Beard looking to throw. Has a little bit of room now. That pocket is he's still moving past the 25, and that will be enough for a first down now. I thought that pocket was going to collapse, but he does a really nice job of making some space there.
Yeah, he got it. As soon as he cleared the end, he had some space to run into, but again, good recovery from Parish from that defense, but that could have been painful.
All Saints sets up a 1st and down here at their own 27-yard line. Approaching that 2-minute warning here. They are going to get another playoff. Beard looking to throw again. Going to go deep, near side now. Looking for number 19. Oh, what a catch right there by number 19 of All Saints. Hudson Razor, excuse me.
Reeser, he's the kid they were looking for. He delivers, but on coverage, hand fighting his man, keeping that space, and then basically bringing it down one-handed.
Tough catch right there as we are now at the 2-minute warning here at Flieger Field. Thank you again for joining us here today on Game On Sports. Last 2 minutes here. Dead on air right now?
Sideline went out.
Oh, okay,
That's what
gotcha.
that was.
Okay.
That's the sideline. I'm like, is Sean McCoy's mine?
I was confused. Okay, I thought we went dead for a second. Okay, it was just sideline. Awesome. Okay, we're good. So here we go. 2 minutes to play here before we hit halftime. All Saints has a nice little drive going, and they would love to knot it up at 14 apiece headed into halftime.
Yeah, I mean they with that score that brought that into reach because it was one of those situations where it was heading down the lane of getting out of hand.
Oh yeah, for sure. But nice bounce back here for All Saints if they could put it all together right here and get on the board. So here we go. Beard takes the snap. He is going to hand it off. Far side. And still moving now. Tackled right around the 30-yard line. Clock still running here. Call it 6 yards on the game.
Yeah, Brooks Lloyd came from that near side in pursuit to close that back side. But, again, team tackle from the Parish defense.
So here we go. They're just going to play as it is. Clock still running here. Call it 1:30 now. Snap is taken. Beard looking to throw. Near side again. Bit overthrown right there. Not the worst play in the world right there. Stops the clock, gives them a minute to take a breather for a big 3rd down.
Well, and the good thing on that coverage is Pettit just basically just disrupted the timing of the route and it well within the 5 yards of the line of scrimmage where you can get away with that.
So here we go. 3rd and 4 now. All Saints is in enemy territory, but this drive could come to a hard stop right here if Parish's defense could lock in. Timeout taken now.
And I don't know so much as All Saints saw something they didn't like. You know, I think they just really had a change of thoughts on what their approach is going to be.
For sure, and that is needed here, and in a big play, in a big position right here. I mean, this could really make or break the second half if you knot it up, compared to you going down by a touchdown, and then Parish can come back out and punch another one, and then you're looking at a 2-score deficit. So this is a very important drive here for All Saints.
And that's Parish's stock and trade at the halftime is coming down, double dipping on you, and at least walking away with points and putting pressure on you in the second half.
Absolutely. All Saints comes out of their timeout now. So here we go. Big third down play here, 3rd and 4. All Saints in enemy territory at the 31-yard line. Beard takes a snap, bit of a low snap. Gonna roll out, and looks like he's gonna get caught up. Can't catch him. Beard still moving. Nearly had him right there, but Beard.
Well, and the hold on that edge to stop the would-be tackler right in front of an official, and just absolutely mugged him.
Yeah, absolutely. But here we go. That brings up another first down now here for All Saints. Minute 14 remaining now. 17 yards away from possibly tying this one up. Here we go. Beard takes the snap. Going to hand it off right up the middle. Still moving. Has space. Has room. And All Saints has a touchdown. Number 11, Bork Toller on the score.
Yeah, Toller was in traffic. Really didn't feel any pressure. I don't know if the Parish Panther got a hand on him.
Yeah, he looks like he did not have a hard time getting into the end zone right there. And with the PAT, this one will be knotted up with a minute left. Now, here's the thing, Jim. If you're Parish here, do you try something with a minute left, or are you just going to run this clock out?
Oh, I think their methodology has always been clear, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Play aggressive here as we have a minute and 7 seconds left before we hit halftime. All Saints does knot it up at 14 apiece here.
So with Parish, they could come out. They've had success on both, and I mean, you could look for a big gain with Pyle. You could do it a number of different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had some big plays on the ground with Phillips. Had some through the air. I think they do have options here. So here we go. All Saints hits the field now.
Back deep for our Panthers, 5. Marcus Hanish, 2. Jalen Pyle. 18 Quigley, kicking at 4 of the Saints.
This one is off. That one bounces around. Parish has it right around the 25. They're going to move near side, still on his feet there. Past the 30 now, inside the 35-yard line.
And Jalen Pyle got in there, got his nose in there, and opened that thing up, and was leading the way. Nice return.
If you're Parish, you got a minute here, and you're at your 35-yard line. That's plenty of time to work. Still got 2 timeouts as well. Let's see what they do here. 1 minute, 1 second remaining on your clock. Lucero is in the backfield under center now for Parish.
So football plays at the Panther 38-yard line. First down, 10.
Timeout is taken now.
I think they were trying to decide which head was going to be on the monster.
Oh, yeah. Big decisions here with a minute left to play before we hit halftime. Thank you again for joining us here today on Game On Sports. Once again, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Isaac Estrada. Here joined by my partner in crime tonight, Jim Dixon, as we have an amazing game here tonight as Parish has it all knotted up, 14 apiece against All Saints here at Flieger Field. And that's what I want to know. I want to know if they're going to go with that two-headed monster, if they're going to try to air this one over the middle. We've seen it work multiple times. You have Beckham Smith right there with that great reach. I believe he can get something and work his way out of bounds as well.
Well, this is a good approach at this time. You know you don't want to eat up a lot of clock.
So here we go. 61 seconds left on your clock before halftime. Snap is taken. Lucero hands it off. And not a whole lot of space to work right there as he is dropped at the 35-yard line.
And out to 5, Marcus Hanish. Credit to Barron on the stop.
They're going to let this clock still run here.
Gain of 1 yard. Second down 9.
Here we go. Going right quickly out, though. Lucero passes it right over the middle, right around the 45-yard line. And now they're starting to get a little bit of momentum, start moving.
24 Luffy on the tackle.
Powell didn't know if he was at the sticks or not.
Is it a flag thrown? Right around the 45-yard line. See what that is on here. They're going to call it an ineligible man downfield here. So it will be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, with 33 seconds, still doesn't really change your approach right now.
I think you can, I mean, even if you air it out and it hits the ground a few times, I don't necessarily think that hurts you as much. So here we go. Let's see what they do here. 33 seconds left to play. Lucero stepping up, going to fire a deep downfield. Oh, nearly caught right there, right over the middle by number 2. Jalen Pyle, the intended target. Little too much zip on that one. Nearly had his man. Third and 14. Clock reads 10 seconds. Not sure why that is. Get that sorted out here quickly.
Please put 25 seconds on the clock.
So they will put the clock back at 25 seconds here as Parish has a 3rd and 14 to work here. Jim, what are you doing if you're Parish right now?
You have a lot. You got to keep the ball, but you got a lot of room to work. And that pass to Pyle was, to me, a good route to go. But you got to find space for him to move in. But that's where I'm feeding the ball is to Pyle.
3rd and 14, 25 seconds remaining. They're just going to hand it right up the middle now. Not a whole lot to work on that one. Hanish dropped right around the 32, 33-yard line. Not much on that one.
Fourth down 11.
So now 4th down and 11, 17 seconds remaining.
They're keeping the offense out.
See what they do here. It'd be very risky, but timeout was taken by All Saints.
Now we're going to come out and punt here.
Now, yes, looks like we are going to come out here and punt the ball, I believe. So here we go. To punt that one off. That one dribbles back, and that's caught right around the 25-yard line. They are going to take it. Bounces out right around the 30. Flags fly once more.
Return by 4, Atkins. 0, Drew Burton runs him out of bounds. Penalty marker down on the field.
See what this does. Doesn't really hurt that much because you got 8 seconds to work with. I'm thinking you just
Knee this one out and get to halftime, or maybe just shoot
Yeah.
it deep downfield.
The ball at the Saints 18-yard line. First down 10.
So 1st and 10 here. Looks like they are just going to hand this one off and knee it out. So that is how we head into halftime, folks. Parish all knotted up against All Saints, 14 apiece here in a very competitive game. Join us for the second half here on Game On Sports. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Game On Sports. My name is Isaac Estrada. I am your play-by-play man for tonight, and I am joined by the one and only Jim Dixon. Jim, what a great first half we had. What do you think Parish needs to do, adjustments need to be made, etc., in order to take control of this second half?
Well, what I saw is, I mean, for the most part, Parish only made a couple of mistakes, and they can clean those up. And the two-headed monster at quarterback is keeping All Saints a little bit off balance. They've kind of re-engaged on that. We're able to at least address and shut down Parish late. But Parish for a squad kind of feeling trying to figure out its identity. Great first half.
Yeah, I would say other than that touchdown they let up in the last few minutes of the first half, like almost flawless, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I have I have high hopes for this coaching staff being able to put, they will make some changes, they'll make some adjustments, they'll critically look at what the outcome was for this game, and get the right tails on the right seat on the right bus.
Yeah, absolutely. The adjustments have been playing into their favor thus far. Let's see what the second half holds for us as we are back here on Game On Sports. Thank you again for listening. Thank you again for joining us here for the second half. If we have anything like we have in store for the second half as we had in the first, it's going to be a great half.
Well, and Parish receives it for the second half, and they're obviously going to come out with a game plan.
And we get to see what that is right now as Parish is first to take the field here. And now All Saints comes out. All Saints was trailing for a majority of the first half up until that last minute. 2 minutes, I believe, when they were able to cash in. Here we go. See what adjustments both sides make. Let's see who walks out of here with the first win of their season. As All Saints is to kick it off, Parish to receive. And we are off here now in the second half of this game here at Flieger Field. As that one is taken out. Here we go. Past the 30. Still moving. Inside right around the 40-yard line. Great return right there by Parish. Number 2, Jalen Pyle. You had a lot of good things to say about him in the first half.
Yeah, Pyle went from deep. He came up on the to receive the ball, and obviously they're not looking at a deep threat, but did a great job about opening up on that outside, and on a previous kickoff did a great job about opening that edge up or sealing that edge to get those 5-7 yards that you need on that return.
Absolutely, and here we are now, 1st and 10. Lucero under center now for Parish. Motions his man far side, takes a snap right up the middle. Here we go, and nice job right there by All Saints. He is able to get a few yards out of it. Hanish on the run, and you said it a handful of times. His feet, his balance, the way he's able to do it is why he was able to make 3 or 4 yards out of what looked like was only going to be a yard.
Yeah, and he got a gain, and I'm telling you what, if he could have broke loose, he certainly had some room to go. Andrew Lockie was well downfield, second step clearing the way.
So here we go, 2nd and 5 now from the 45. And that is number 3, Jonathan Phillips, under center now. Let's see what Parish has up their sleeve. Snap is taken. He is. Looks like he was going to take it himself. Throws it over the middle, and a bit of a miscommunication right there. That could have been a big play for Parish. He had plenty of space up the middle.
Yeah, those 2 steps committed to the line opened that thing up, and unfortunately got on Hanish's backside on that. Other, if he could have hit him on his hands, would have been an easy 6.
Bit of miscommunication right there, but here we go. 3rd and 5 now for Parish. Lucero takes a snap now, looking to throw. Pressure all in his face, going to bounce around, throws it over the middle. Oh, bit of a miscommunication right there, and that's back-to-back plays where Parish could have had some huge gains.
Well, he saw Spinks coming across, just had to rush a little bit off his hands, and
Marcus Hanisch back to kick.
Spinks, yeah, he could have got it on his hands. That could have had a different story.
Receiving for the Saints.
2 slight miscommunications right there cost Parish. Now they're looking at 4th and 5. Oh, a bit of a roll right there. Parish is able to get it off, though. Right around the 40. It's still going to bounce right there. Still rolling. Yeah, and they're going to let it get every inch they can right there as it's going to bounce around right around the 26, 27-yard line run. So here you go.
Yeah, when you could dig that out when you're sitting there with what the bird left on the pump handle and making hay with that, that's outstanding.
So All Saints now taking the field for their first offensive drive of this half. Number 5, Gavin Beard under center for All Saints. Snap is taken. He's going to hand it off. Got a little bit of room now, bouncing around near side. Has space now. Making his way past the 40, 45, near the 50 before he gets dropped out of bounds. Toller with a nice run.
Yeah, he's a big body. You got to account for him. He had a great gain off great gain for a touchdown in the first half, and these players are starting to identify themselves, and you really have to account for them from the defense.
Here we go. Beard looking to throw now. Goes deep, near side. Oh, that was nearly caught. Penalty flags fly everywhere. That was clearly some pass interference right there.
Pettit's body language tells me it's pass interference on him, but it looked like to me that Reeser was draped.
Yeah. So it will be pass interference and a 15-yard penalty.
You got to give Pettit room to work. And he was, he's playing bump, played the hip all the way down, and Reeser just made him commit, and draped him.
Yeah, false start right there. That was number 43. Benjamin Rich. A little too much excitement right there. He jumps off. Or that was on the offense, excuse me. So we are back 5 yards now. As All Saints are now at their 38, I believe.
Well, there's a lot of movement on the line, so I think these counts are getting to them, and that kind of snake bit All Saints on that one.
Here we go. 1st and 15 now. Beard rolls out. Going to fire. Good defense right there. And, yes, there come the flags right after it. Bit physical on that one.
Brown just got there a hair early on that, coming through his back.
Flags are flying to start us off here in the second half. And they are going to call that pass interference, and it will be a first down now for All Saints. And so far, Parish had a few miscommunications on offense and defensively. They've given All Saints some yards that they didn't need. So here we go, 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Beard takes the snap. Gonna fake the handoff, works his way near side, has room now, upwards of the 30-yard line.
By Beard on the carry. He's hauled down by 23, Taylor Pettit.
Nice fake right there by Beard.
Yeah, Pettit came in to make the stop, and Beard's a load. I mean, yeah, that's a big kid to bring down, and Pettit made a business decision and went low.
So here we go, 2nd and 4 now. He is going to hand that one off far side. Still working his way up near the 25-yard line now.
Handoff to 10 Billings.
Jordan Billings on the carry right there. They will call that a first down.
Yeah, and All Saints. I mean, they're finding what they like, and they're working outside the hashes, and Parish needs to adjust to that.
Whether it's been on the penalties or just these short, sweet little runs, All Saints starting to work this Parish defense. Snap is taken. Beard looking to throw here. Far side, flings it. Nice defense right there. No penalties called. That's just a good defensive play right there.
Yeah, that was as good as you could play it. Got on his man's hip, just rode out, got between him and the quarterback, and you can't do anything better.
Nice play right there by Parish defense. Looking at 2nd and 10 now from the 24-yard line. All Saints would love to cash in right here. Parish would love to stop them. Still tie game. Beard takes the snap. Few steps back. Looks for somewhere to go. Pressure in his face. Nice job right there by Parish defense.
Yeah, Johnson almost picked that up. Johnson, recognized late.
That could have been a huge play.
Came off that coverage, and that could have been something something bad.
For sure. And here we go now. 3rd and 10 for All Saints. Crowd getting loud. Take a moment to make some adjustments. Here we go. Beard takes the snap. Going to fire a deep downfield near side. And it is incomplete. No flags fly on the play. Great defensive play right there by Parish.
Pettit and Reeser are over there having quite the relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of one-upsmanship going on.
After that penalty that cost Parish earlier on, good bounce-back defensive play by that young man. So here we go. 4th and 10 now. Looks like they are going to try to get 3 on the board here. Kick is up. No good. So this game will stay up 14 apiece. Nice defensive stop right there by Parish.
Yeah, Carver Johnson just didn't have enough leg on that, and you got to, you're kind of looking at All Saints and thinking that one aspect of special teams is kind of keeping this thing a little tight for them.
Absolutely. Parish's defense was getting work for the better part of that drive, but they really snuck in there and were able to get a 4th and out. So Parish offense head back onto the field now.
Now it comes to Parish. At this point, they really have to answer.
What are you going to do with it here? Under 9 minutes now remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lucero back under center now for Parish. Snap is taken. Lucero going to hand it off. Here we go. Got a little bit of room now. Past the 30. And gets dropped right at the 30.
Hanish with a nice cut. Came in and well played by Parish, or well played by All Saints to cover. But they're sitting there waiting on him, and rather than coming up for the hit, they're they don't want to get burned, and they're giving up those 2 and 3 extra yards with Hanish running like that.
Absolutely. So here we go now. 2nd and 3. 3 receivers on the near side. Snap is taken this time by Phillips. He is going to hand it off now. Now we got a little bit of room near side. Past the 40, 45, making his way to the 50. Still going before he gets dropped right around the 46-yard line in enemy territory. Great run by there by Hanish.
Yeah, and Hanish falls into this lineage of Parish running backs. He's just filling in the spot and just doing a great job getting gains when they're available.
Here we go. 1st and 10 again. Hanish got a whole lot of speed on him. He just puts his hips down and really, like you said earlier, you got to really commit to that guy if you want to bring him down.
Oh no, you got to be prepared to come down on top of him, and that's the only way to get him.
So here we go. Lucero going to take it himself right around the 41-yard line. Give him a handful on that one.
See, they're getting us up here. That was Phillip. It's almost like the quarterback just materializes out of the huddle.
The two-headed monster is getting me confused now. They're going to call that a 6-yard gain now. And now Lucero is back checked in. You never know at this point. But here we go. 2nd and 4 now. Novikov getting his young man adjusted here. Snap is taken. Lucero. Near side. Oh, and that just goes right through the hands right there of Beckham.
Lucero just a little bit rushed on it. That pushed it high over Beckham Smith's hands. Good route, good coverage, good for Beckham Smith to work within that coverage. Just that little extra oomph on it just didn't send it high.
Bit of miscommunication right there on 2nd down, and it leads us to 3rd and 4. Phillips now checked back in under center. Snap is taken. He is going to hand that one off. Trying to get some heavy yards up the middle. Won't do it for him, however. Good job right there by All Saints defense.
Yeah, Hanish, there is nothing for him to work with.
You can almost see a sigh of deep breath on All Saints sideline when they get Hanish down for a gain like that, or for not a big gain like that. But here we go. 4th and 2 now. All Saints. Parish. Looks like they want to commit here. They believe they can get this too as Phillip checks in under center. Hanish to the left of him. Motions his man. Hands it off. Here we go now. Number 2 making his way through. I believe that is enough for a first down right there. Jalen Pyle.
Yeah, Pyle moved the sticks. He made that last little push on his own, but going wide and then cutting up the hole, getting north and south quick.
Yeah, not trying to do too much right there. He knew the objective, and that was to get those 2 yards. And like you said, that last little cut right there, exactly what they needed. So here we go. 1st and 10. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to fling it deep downfield. Oh, a bit overshot right there by Lucero, and that will be incomplete.
Yeah, Lucero kind of, double pumped once he got free of the tackles and came outside and just held a little bit longer.
So Lucero now trying to get his wits about him here. 2nd and 10. 36-yard line here in enemy territory. Snap is taken. He's going to take it up the middle and then fling it. What a catch right there by Pyle. How about that one?
That was an outstanding play. Commit to the run and pull up. Find Pyle floating and just zipping right to him.
We've seen him be a little early and a little late on a few of these zip passes, but not on that one. Perfectly timed on the money. Lucero still under center now here. 1st and 10. Snap is taken. He's going to roll to the left. Going to fling it low. Incomplete right there. Intended for Bray Spinks.
Yeah, again, really having to go across his body, not having time to set up. And then Phillips checks in, comes in from wide out.
So Phillips now back under center here. He takes a snap, hands it off. Hainish still working right around that 15-yard line. Nice gain of about 7 right there.
Nice gain and good body control on the stop. And I would argue that Hanish is still not down because he rolled over the two tacklers.
Those knees never hit the ground.
His knees never hit.
Third and short now for Parish. This has been a good drive for them. They would love to cash in here late in the third quarter of play. Phillips back under center. Snap is taken. He's going to run it up the middle. Trying to find some room right there, and he just gets swallowed up.
Yeah, All Saints is really selling out inside the tackles. They're going to close that down, but that's opening up right behind that second level behind the linebackers because they're playing a step up. See if they can find an opportunity here.
Can they make it 2 for 2 on fourth down on this drive? 4th and 1 coming up. Phillips still under center. Novikov taking a moment to adjust his guys. And timeout is taken.
Yeah, an investment timeout here from Parish, and they've really got to convert on this. And I think the choice is: do you go for the first down or the touchdown?
Absolutely.
What are you gonna get them to sell out on and commit to?
Big play coming up here now. All Saints is going to burn one of their timeouts. So we are 3 minutes, 18 seconds away from our last quarter of play here. Thank you again for joining us here on Game On.
And thanks again to our platinum sponsor, All About Kids Dentistry in North Dallas Family Dental, who've been proud Parish parents for 14 years and are now proud parents of Parish alums. We really appreciate their continued
So here we go. All Saints, Parish, now both back. Big fourth down play right here. Phillips still checks in under center. Snap takes place. Gonna fake it to Hanish. Phillips running left side. Can he get it? He's got it. And more. Phillips is gonna get in for 6. Nice job right there by Parish.
Yeah, Phillips cleared the edge on the outside, had two All Saints players in pursuit, and once he cleared that edge, just took off for the corner. And that is a quick kid.
You called it, Jim. You said they could either get one or they can get a touchdown, and they decided to cash in on the touchdown right there. So here we go. Gall for the extra point. And he is money. Parish now holds a 7-point lead over All State. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. That was a good drive right there. Just kind of winded down the clock. Played into their favor.
Yeah, that's the kind of possession you want. You want to get the first downs, move the chains, keep the ball, stay on the ground, stay focused. You're balanced on the offensive approach, and I think that's what we're going to look at this season. And they're not afraid to mix it up with quarterbacks. They're invoking the right players at the right time. This line's playing outstanding, and they're doing a great job against a very quick defense.
So far, that run game from Phillips and from Hanish, and I would even say from Lucero as well, has worked in their favor. So here we go. Parish heads back off now for kickoff.
It's always the guest of honor that's late.
I'm noticing the pattern. Here we go. Gall fields this one out now. That is a boomer. Works its way in the back of the end zone.
85 Preston Gall kicks it out of the back of the end zone. Ball will be brought out to the Saints.
Hard to do anything with that.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of putting that one within the 10. That one, he just let it rock. Goes to the back of the end zone, and now All Saints will start off at the 25-yard line. Gavin Beard leading his offense out now. Here we go. Snap is taken. Near side, he's got a little bit of room, making his way past the 35, near the 40 before he gets dropped. That's Toller again. He's got some heavy legs on him right there, making it work.
That's a big kid. Luke Johnson came in and just, I mean, he knew where to go, and that you're going below the waist and with that kid because he's a load to bring down.
Here we go. He's got the ball again in his hands and makes his way towards midfield. Yeah, if you try to go high on that kid, it's just not going to play in your favor. We've seen it the past two runs now. They're going low on him. And that will be a first down for All Saints near midfield.
Ball up to the Saints 49-yard line, first down 10.
And if I'm Aaron Beck right now, I'm hard pressed to step away from what's going on because this is working out well for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Beard takes the snap now, looking to throw. Going to step up the middle, going to take it himself. Has a little bit of room now, making his way to the 40 before he gets dropped with a hard hit right around the 42-yard line. And Beard, I don't think he's so much of a scrambler, but he's taking a few spots today and getting the best out of them.
Yeah, Jesse Richardson came in and cleaned up there late. Nice hit from the Parish defense.
And it'll lead us to 2nd and 1 now. Right around that 2-minute mark here in the third quarter of play. Beard takes the snap, looking to throw again. Has his man, and penalty flags fly.
I think this is going to move back on a hold.
I believe you're right about that. So what was 2nd and 1 might end up being, I'm calling it ineligible man downfield. Repeats 2nd down. So what was 2nd and 1 now turns into 2nd and 6 for All Saints. Ball is snapped, hands it off. Nice job right there, bounces to the outside, makes his way to the 40, still going. Right around the 37-yard line is number 10, Jordan Billings.
Trip Brown with some nice pursuit from the far side to read that action, come in and close that lane. And Parish, these guys are staying at home. They're playing within themselves, doing what they need to do.
Here we go. Toller takes a snap again. This time he is going to get a little bit of leg room right there as he works his way upwards of the 30-yard line. Man, that kid is just so big and physical. You see him break free of that first tackle, gets himself a nice chunk play right there.
Yeah, you got to stop him early, and with this big line they've got, they're not extremely mobile, but it's basically 3 yards up, and they're going to push you off. gives Toller plenty of room to operate. I don't know why they're going away from it.
Neither do I. The farther he goes, the harder he gets to bring down. As we are looking at 2nd and 2 now. Under a minute to play in this quarter. Handoff again. This time to number 10, and nice play right there by Parish defense.
Jim Billings on the carry. Right at 6, Trip Brown.
Trip Brown with a nice tackle right there.
Ball at the Panther 27-yard line.
Here we go. Under 30 seconds now remaining in this third quarter of play. Ball is snapped. Beard rolls out. Still moving. Oh, hold right there. Looks like, and the ball will hit the ground.
I guess you can't say anything about it. Well, there's a flag.
Yeah, there's the flag.
There's the flag.
Yeah, bit late, but the flag does come into play. Clear holding right there.
Well, and it's right in front of the official, and you're grabbing him like a suitcase, and that ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, clear decision right there. Flag comes in a bit late, but looks like justice will be served, as that's going to push All Saints back. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. Now All Saints looking at 1st and 20 now.
Ball back to the 37-yard line of the Panthers. First down, 20.
So here we go. Beard takes the snap. Going to hand it off again. What a play right there by Parish defense. Just swallowing him up to end this third quarter of play. Number 20.
Tackle for a loss by 20, Nile.
Niall Kane. What a play.
Niall Kale came in. Just blew up off the snap, and they made hay on the top side of that line. There was 3 Parish defenders back behind the line of scrimmage.
Parish all over that one. Now All Saints is going to start this quarter in no man's land with 2nd and very long.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Well, and what you're seeing, you see Parish. These kids know how to win, and you're looking at the sideline and looking on the bench. They're coming off. Offense comes off, and they're loose. And I don't know that I like a young squad loose. They're playing with confidence, and that's just ingrained in the program.
It is the season opener, but Parish looks like they haven't lost a step at all during this offseason. One more quarter to play. Thank you again for joining us here today on Game On Sports Network. Once again, I am your play-by-play man, Isaac Estrada. I am joined by the one and only Jim Dixon. It's been a pleasure to be able to call this game with you, and we still got one more quarter of play here in a one-score game. As All Saints sitting in a bit of no man's lane here, 2nd and 23 now.
Yeah, this could be the momentum shift that you're looking for. You stop this. You stop the All Saints offense on this. You're rolling on offense. You go down, you convert, and then that's what you need. And it's not about the points. It's really about momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go, starting off the fourth quarter now. All Saints need something big right here on 2nd and 23. Ball is snapped. Beard looks for somewhere to throw. Going to go over the top. Oh, nearly intercepted right there by Parish. Great defense. 2 men quickly swarming in there right there to break up the pass.
Yeah, Luke Johnson coming in off safety, reading the ball, cuts in on the route, and they get Rezor extended, and he wasn't even sniffing horsehide. It was gone.
So now 3rd and 23. Parish has him right where they want him here. Like you said, momentum shifter. Even though they're up by 1 score, getting a stop right here is huge. As they take the snap now, Beard looking to throw once more. Parish, defense pressure all in the face, and that is a nice defensive play right there by Parish.
Pass intended for 21, French.
Another breakup by Luke Johnson coming in, and Parish is just, they're undersized, and these guys are playing they're playing 40 pounds heavy. They are. I mean, 40 pounds heavy and 6 inches taller.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job right there by Parish defense, flooding the scene on Beard, and then once he makes that throw, swarming the receiver. So 4th and very long now as Beard punts it away here. Just short, still bouncing. Oh, my goodness. What a play right there by All Saints defense, marching it down to about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, that's one of those that you just kind of take the field possession and let it go because it's rolling around and not anything you want to handle. They're going to talk about it.
It might have rolled in the back of the end zone. Oh no, they are going to spot it at the 1.
Spot at the 1.
Ball was down at the Panther 1 yard line. First down 10 Panthers.
So here we go. Parish at the 1 yard line. Phillips is under center. Snap is taken. He's looking to throw. Going to go deep downfield. Looking for Beckham. Oh, nearly had a phenomenal catch, but the penalty flags do fly.
Beckham Smith, great route, pulled in on a double coverage, but definitely sold the contact, and that's what you want him to do. Just get your backside off the end of the end zone.
So that is going to help Parish a whole lot right there as they go from the 1 to the 16-yard line right there. Looks like All Saints had them right where they wanted them to. They just pushed them back a little bit, and they had pressure in Phillips' face. But bit of a misstep right there, and now Parish is spotted at the 16-yard line with a lot more room to work with. Lucero looking to Novikov now. He is going to take the snap. He is going to hand it off, and there's a lot of room right there up the middle. Still working to about the 24-yard line. Had a bit of bounce on that step right there by Hanish.
Hanish, eating up the yards, but the thing that I'm looking at is Lucero in the huddle, coming out of the huddle, his presence. I mean, this kid's a couple of months removed from 8th grade. And,
the composure.
He looks like he's been driving.
Well, here we go. Phillips back under center now. 2nd and short here for Parish. It's Phillips going to take it right up the middle. Has some space. Maybe a yard?
Yeah. He saw that open up, and I think his face kind of opened to the inside, and he just really didn't jump on it, and went right into where that hole closed up.
So they'll call that a gain of nothing, and we are set at 3rd and 2. Snap is taken. Going to fake the handoff and go near side now. Defenders wrapping him up right there. Good job by All Saints defense. Oh, uh-oh.
Getting up slow.
Yeah, but slow. He's all right. He's a tough kid. Working his way up. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him, but he is up.
Well, I think he got rolled over on his ankle.
Oh, yeah.
Gain of 1 yard. 4th down 1 for the Panthers.
So 4th and 1 here. It looks like they are going to punt this away. That one is punted past the 50, but it is going to bounce out.
And All Saints was trying to overload the top, and they were gonna pin their ears back and see what they could do.
So right around the 50 is where All Saints will start out. Under 9.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. What has been a very close contest. Parish holds a 21-14 lead over All Saints. But All Saints does have some good field positioning right here. Beard back under center now. Takes a snap. Going to hand it off. Oh, nice job right there by Parish. I'm not sure who was on that one, but got a bit of a foot right there and just kind of pulled down.
And again, I mean, they're winning the line of scrimmage with speed, and they're giving up 30 pounds a man and just beating them with speed.
Absolutely. All Saints has two really big running backs, and Parish doing a good job of going low and not trying to go high top on him, and it worked out on that play right there. So here we go. 2nd and 9 now. Snap is taken. Beard looking to throw right over the middle. Has his man. Still going to stay alive now. Marching his way to around the 40. And that is right where he will get swallowed up by multiple Parish defenders.
Yeah, the pursuit to the ball on defense is the way Parish going about their business is outstanding. They are on the ball. There's 11 guys on the hit.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now from the 39 in enemy territories for All Saints. Snap is taken. Beard hands it off. Wow, nice job right there by Parish. Who was that? Number 88, Brooks Lloyd. That couldn't have been drawn up any better by that young man.
Yeah, Lloyd checks in late, comes in, was actually lined up off sides, and then All Saints did him a solid and reset, and just nice explosion off the ball.
That might have been the first play where I saw a Parish defender go top heavy on one of these backs, and it worked out for him. But Lloyd, that is a big young man right there. So here we go, 2nd and 14 now. Ball gets pushed back a few yards. Now we're sitting at the 43. Beard takes a snap. Going to fake the handoff. Takes a few steps back. Now going to step up. Nice job right there by Parish. Again, swallowing him up. That's number 20. Neil.
Yeah, Kale again on another having another nice stop. He's had a couple of good plays, and I mean, undersized and hitting.
That's just technique right there. You saw it at the end of the third quarter, and you see it again right there. 3rd and 17 now. Under 7 minutes to play. Big play right here for both sides. Momentum will get shifted very heavily here based off of this play. Here we go. Snap is taken. Beard looking to throw. Going to go deep. And that is caught and then dropped. What a defensive play right there.
Browse with a nice stop.
18 Luke Johnson on the deflection.
And again, playing a lot bigger than you are in the locker room, and these guys are doing it with just tenacity.
He had that one in his hands. I thought that was going to be a huge gain.
Solid hit.
Yeah, worked his way out. So 4th and very long here. His Beard is to punt that one off. And that one is going to work its way in the back of the end zone here. So Parish now will have the ball. Just about 6.5 minutes left, and that Parish sideline is feeling it right now. They have the momentum. They have the lead. Time is also on their side as well. They can get a nice drive going right here. They can cap this first week of the season off with a nice win.
Well, and again, a young squad feeling their way, trying to get their identity and playing loose, and that's a bad combination if you're All Saints. They're just right now winning off a want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Two-headed monster has worked in their favor. As that one is caught right around the 25-yard line by Beckham right there with that long reach.
Yeah, Beckham Smith with a nice clean route, well timed, just right as the head turned, gets his hands up and pulls it in.
The nice lead right here. They might just try to chip away at this All Saints defense. We are now 6.5 minutes left in this contest. Phillips now back under center. Looking at that empty backfield is Phillips. Looks to throw. Now he's going to march his way up the middle. Oh, and he's going to get swallowed up right there by some All Saints defenders.
Jonathan Phillips on the scramble. Credit for Atkins on the stop.
Atkins with a nice tackle. Third and short now coming up for Parish.
Gain of a couple on the play.
But this substitution at quarterback really, I mean, it really distinctly makes two different offenses, and that has kept All Saints off balance.
Absolutely. Here we go. 3rd and 2. You talked about it. The composure of Lucero. Calming this offense down. Takes a snap. Is going to hand it. Fakes the handoff. Throws over the middle. Caught right around the 40-yard line. Still moving. Down at right about the 42. They're going to call it down, but some All Saints defenders, they want that ball. Number 2, Piles with a nice grab.
Pass complete to Jalen Pyle.
Even fake me out on that one.
And we got a flag down.
Penalty marker now on the field.
Let's see what this one is on.
And with his first journey out so far of the game.
I think there was some chirping after the incident.
Might be some unsportsmanlike conduct.
What was funny was Lucero was over talking to Novikov, getting a play, and then came back in. And when you're getting taken to the woodshed by a 14-year-old,
Yeah, that's got to eat on you a little bit.
You need to calm it down pretty quick. You need to. Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that one. Freshman in high school, calm, composed, and leading this offense to what could be a great Week 1 win for Parish.
But again, Jalen Pyle, that kid having an outstanding start to his senior year and just having a great game.
Here we go, 1st and 10 now. Lucero going to hand it off. Right up the middle, has some space, still moving. Keeps those legs about him, still going. Right around the 40-yard line. He does not want to go down. Hanish, what a run, keeping his balance.
Nice little run. Who wants to go to the ground with me? Nobody. I'll stay on my feet.
It looks like he dragged half of the field with him. What a run right there by Hanish. That's exactly what you need. So 1st and 10 again.
Saints 39-yard line.
Ball in enemy territory at the 39-yard line. Panthers working this defense of All Saints down. About 5 minutes left in this game. Lucero hands the snap off once more.
Handoff again to 5, Marcus Hanish.
Yeah, Hanish just filling that hole, nothing really doing, and that O-line's not getting a lot of push, but it's kind of neutral play, but those holes aren't opening up.
Down 9.
Just a short gain right there on 1st down. Caught about a yard gain.
But see how the linebackers are selling out on the run. That's opening up that second level, and if you can find that to dump to, that'll open up for you as well.
Phillips going to check back in under center here. Takes the snap. Is going to run it back up the middle and gets swallowed up again. I think All Saints is starting to read it now.
Jonathan Phillips on the carry. He's also went down by 3 there.
Well, I think at this point, part of what you're wanting to do is just keep the clock rolling.
Yeah,
3rd down.
keep that clock running. It is on their side. I mean, even if they get 3 on the board right here, that's still huge for them at this point of the 4th quarter. Substitutions made on both sides of the ball now. Phillips still in under center. Ball is snapped. Hands it off to Hanish. Hanish going to bounce around far side. Still going. And then will get swallowed up right around the 35.
Hand off to 5, Marcus Hanish.
He had that nice run a few plays ago, and now the past 2 plays, All Saints done a good job of stuffing him up.
Well, it's just not opening up on that second level.
Ball the Saints 34-yard line.
Big play here for Parish.
You got to get in behind. Those linebackers, and you got to get those guys to commit, stay on their heels a little bit. Right now, they're just selling to the line of scrimmage, and they're closing everything out. Coach Novikov is just squeezing that clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Timeout is taken. Two and a half minutes to work with here in the fourth quarter of play. Looking at 4th and 11.
Well, again, your ultimate goal here is to get in the pay dirt and get this thing where you've really forced All Saints to have to go to work, and I think that might be, I think another 6 points just turns this thing into church.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see Parish, they have the swagger right now. They feel like they got all the momentum dancing on the sideline here up by 7. So here we go. Phillips still checked in under center. 4th and 5. 2.5 minutes to work with.
Definitely would like to convert, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world.
Absolutely. You put All Saints in a tough position here regardless. Phillips does take the snap, is going to hand it off, and nice job right there by All Saints. Number 14, Ryan Powers with a nice tackle.
Ball will go over on downs.
Couldn't have drawn that one up much better if you're All Saints.
No, not at all. And close out that run. But, now you have the issue with All Saints is you got to score quick.
Yeah, absolutely. You still have a little time. You got 2 more timeouts, but you got to have some hustle. You got to have some pep in your step here if you want to play. Ball on their own 36-yard line. Let's see what the quarterback Beard has under center. They need him in a big way right now as he takes a snap. Is going to hand it off right up the middle. Nice job right there by Parish defense wrapping him up. Wasn't able to see who was on that one, but once again, just going long. That technique has really been what's helping them.
It's student body. It's
second down and 10 now as we approach that 2-minute warning. And that is how we will hit the 2-minute warning. Parish hanging on for dear life right now, up 21-14. All Saints is on offense here.
Well, and All Saints came up to the line, no sense of urgency, and really kind of out of sorts.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder if this defense has really removed them from their game plan.
For over 3.5 quarters, they have worn them down, especially in the second half. All Saints yet to score in the second half. Parish's defense has done a phenomenal job. They do it again on this drive. They're looking at a week 1 win. And I like how you said that. All Saints, they don't have that pep in their step right now. And Parish has just worn them down throughout this game. Big second down play coming up right here. 2nd and 10, 2 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter of what has been a competitive game. Thank you again for joining us here today on Game On Sports.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, All Saints looks like they're not really going to do anything special. They're going to try and get it done with the run game.
Parish crowd getting loud here as that is a low snap. Fakes the handoff. Beard Pressure all in his face, fires deep. That is caught past midfield. Still working his way past the 40. 30, 20, 10. He's going to get into the end zone.
Well, and if you're All Saints, that's exactly how you want to draw it up. You want to score quick, stay in this thing.
Huge miscommunication right there by Parish. Great play right there by Gavin Beard, All Saints quarterback. He had pressure all in his face, though, to still make that deep pass. Got to give credit to that young man.
Well, Parish came in and they were just trying to contain him. They didn't want to bring him down. They couldn't, and it was too late to disrupt the pass. And
Parish calls the timeout right here. All Saints might be testing their luck right here and going for 2.
Well, I mean, you didn't drive 4 hours from the west side of Fort Worth. You know, I mean,
Jim Dixon, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna drive 4 hours, you gotta get your money's worth.
Go big or go home. So here we go. If they do go for 2 right here, this is a huge play. Parish trying to get their defense to hold up. All Saints trying to test their luck.
Nope.
Oh, they are going to kick it and try to knot this one up at 21 apiece. Oh, no. Oh, what a play right here. All Saints trying to throw him off balance. Here we go. Beard in that backfield. All by himself. Takes a snap. Going to dribble around right side. Does he have the room? He has it, and he's going to get in. All Saints with the risky play right there.
And you have a hold here on this near side. 71 was grabbing luggage.
Yeah, I do see that flag on the field. You might be right about that one, Jim.
Boy, the flag comes in late and so unenthusiastic.
They were late on that last penalty as well in the PI earlier.
Pretty good to have that play in right at the beginning of the season, too.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd burn that one early.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a must win for them. They want the trophy. They want the scalp.
See what they say here. Big spot. They'll call it illegal formation.
Illegal formation.
And they'll replay the down. Big break right there for Parish. So let's see if they try to fool them twice in a row or if this time they do just kick it. Believe they will just go for the 1. Parish crowd getting loud here at Flieger Field. Kick is up. It is good, and we are all knotted up at 21 apiece here with 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, Parish overloaded the right side, trying to get in, and just had a couple of guys close on it, but nobody on the ball.
We were wondering if 2.5 minutes would have been enough for All Saints to work with. They needed about 45, 50 seconds to get that ball into the end zone. And we are all knotted up at 21 apiece with 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. Great outing by both teams so far. Both of these teams, they're playing a win. They don't want to start the season off on a low note. They want to go out there and get that week 1 win.
Well, and you also got to consider that All Saints state champions at D2. They are still playing at D2, I mean, this really has no bearing, and two good squads wanting to lock horns, and I appreciate that. But All Saints is obviously wants to test their iron early. They're taking on Parish, they're taking on Prestonwood, and they want to see what they're made of.
So far, both teams have shown a whole lot of heart as that kick is off. Dribbles around right near the 10-yard line. It will be picked up. Passes the 20 now. Onto the 30. Still going. 35-yard line is where he will be tackled. Nice return right there. That's a way to get yourself set up with 1:40 left on this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you got some room to work with, and see what Coach Novikov dials up here.
Quarterback number 11, Logan Lucero. We talked about how he's had a lot of composure in this game. He's been playing like a vet. He's been playing like a senior, not a 14-year-old. This is going to be interesting to see if he can keep that same composure right here in a huge state.
I don't think he's got any problems.
So far, so good for the freshman.
He's out there cool as the other side of the pillow. Unmarred by all this.
He leads his offense out. 1:40 seconds. Ball on their own 36-yard line. Snap is taken. Flags fly. Yeah, they will call that a delay of game and back them up 5 yards. So now spot them at the 31-yard line. 1st and 15. So here we go, 1st and 15. Gonna hand it off. Hainish making a man miss and still working his way right around that 35. So back to where they originally were, right around that 35-yard line.
Yeah, Hainish got up top, could not clear the line, and had one man to beat, and the second guy got him, and he had room to run on that edge.
One timeout, under 1:10 now. Here we go. Lucero takes a snap. Going to have pressure in his face. Stripped right there. That ball is going to bounce around, and it is picked up by All Saints. Nice play right there by All Saints. Number 46.
That pressure off the edge, and Lucero pretty much didn't feel it.
What a turnaround. I mean, Parish had the momentum. They had the lead just a few minutes ago. And now All Saints have put themselves in a beautiful position here with under a minute remaining. Number 46, T.C. Wills on the strip right there.
Ball at the Panther 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Saints.
Yeah, this is a test that you're looking for. I mean, that drive was going to be whatever it was. This is adversity that they haven't had so far today.
Adversity at its finest here. Here we go. 59 seconds remaining. How things have turned as All Saints have the momentum now. Beard under center. Ball is snapped. He's going to work his way back. Has plenty of time to throw that ball. Now he has pressure in his face. Going to roll out near side. Working his way upwards of the 20-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
Beard on the quarterback scramble.
Kind of helped out of bounds.
Are they going to say he's out of bounds? I see that clock still running. That clock is still running now here. 30 seconds remaining. Beard takes the snap. Is going to hand it off right there to the big man. Toller.
Hand off to 11, Toller.
Works his way forward for a few. Timeout is taken by All Saints. They still have one more.
53, Brett Dupona, last man up.
They've had good luck running power at them at Parish tonight, and they've kind of gone away from that. And you wonder now, okay, you're fighting the clock. Do you want to run the ball? But to me, I'd go up and I'm going to hand it to 11. I'm going to go in this hole and I'm going to go on 2. And make them stop you.
Toller has proven to have the heavy hand on the run game tonight for All Saints. You would imagine this would be a time when they would give it to him again. 23 seconds to work with for All Saints. Here we go. Both teams marching their way back onto the field here. Big spot for both sides. 3rd and 2.
Panther fans, let the defense hear you. This is 3rd down.
Parish getting loud now. Beard under center. This is a huge spot for him.
Have a big play right here, folks.
There we go. Moving forward a little bit. They had the ball at around the 21. Now they're moving them towards the 17.
That box still says 2.
Illegal substitution. We're going to call that on Parish. Here we go. Huge play here on 3rd down. Beard takes the snap. Is going to roll out left side. Passes it. That is caught. Still staying alive. Working his way inside the 10 before he goes out of bounds.
Pass complete to 21.
Initially a good stop. Just Parish unable to finish the tackle.
Yeah, he originally, if he would have had him on the first man down, could have been a huge right there. All Saints now looking at a 1st and goal, 13 seconds. They can play this game the way they want now. Here we go. Huge play now. Handoff. Right up the middle. Nice job right there by Parish. Getting some hands on him, and he is taken down.
Parish just stringing the play out, getting some bodies on it.
All Saints will use their last timeout. Here we go. Huge spot here. You would imagine the kick up next.
44 Ian Rigg on the stop. Play resumes. Ball on the Panthers' 6-yard line. 2nd down goal for the Saints.
On the enemy 6-yard line now.
Parish is going to overload the right side, try and get around that edge.
Carver Johnston in a huge spot right here. Or excuse me, not Carver Johnson. Gavin Beard, excuse me. No, it is Johnson. Parish crowd getting loud. Huge spot right here. Kick is up. It is money. With 3 seconds remaining. All Saints able to get on the board.
Yeah, Parish was trying to overload that right edge. Couldn't really get anybody in there on the ball.
Our score with 3 minutes left and 3 seconds left.
All Saints trailing this entire game, and in the last 3 seconds they're able to take the lead. What a turnaround from not being able to get any points at the start of this half. Parish needs a miracle.
Tag McKinney. Scoot this thing down the field, boys. Walk out of here with one.
So Jalen Powell moved to the up back. This thing's going to get on the ground.
For sure. You would imagine All Saints is going to field this one right up the middle short. Three seconds to work with. Like we say, All Saints needs a miracle and then some. Short kicks this one, and this one is going to go flying in the back of the end zone. So, Parish is going to be set up with a Hail Mary opportunity. Just got to fling this one deep and throw some prayers in the air while you're at it, Jim.
Well, you get it past the line of scrimmage and see what you could do after that, and not out of the realm of possibility.
Parish had their hands all over this game from start to finish. All Saints really put it back together here in the last minute, and they now hold a 24-21 lead here with 3 seconds.
All Saints isn't even going to rush. They're set back in a prevent.
Freshman quarterback Logan Lucero under center now. I would imagine that ball is going to be in the hands of Hanish. Instead, looking deep. Lucero overshoots it, and that is how this one will end. All Saints going to walk out of here with a nice 24-21 victory over Parish. What a thriller.
Yeah, I mean they closed the deal at the right time and did not go their way the entire day and just couple of little fluke things happened and everything fell into place for them here in the last 4.5 minutes.
If there was a time to get it all together, they were able to do it here in the last 2.5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here today on Game On Sports. My name is Isaac Estrada. I had the opportunity to be your play-by-play man, and I was joined by the one and only Jim Dixon. Thank you again for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, and God bless.